Today's Dirt Path devotional comes from Numbers chapter 14, verse 4. And it says, "So they said to one another, 'Let's appoint a leader and return to Egypt.'" These are the words of the Israelites to Moses and Aaron after the spies Moses had sent out returned back with their report. And Moses had sent these spies out into the land of Canaan, which was the promised land. This is the promised land that God told the Israelites that he was taking them to after he freed them from Egypt, after he led them to Mount Sinai for the law, and now he's got them there. They are about to enter this land, and so the Israelites were doing their diligence to scope it out first. And these spies, they bring back a good report. They say this land is just like God has promised us. The grapes there are ginormous. But there's one problem. The spies also report that there are giants that live in the land, and that to these giants, the Israelites would look like grasshoppers. And because of this report, it made the Israelites fearful to the point that even though they were at the doorstep of God's promise, all the struggle, all the wandering to this point was about to come to an end. They were about to enter into the promise and the rest that God has for them. But because of the giants, they grew fearful, and they said to Moses and to one another, "Let's appoint a leader and go back to Egypt. Let's go back to the devil that we know rather than face this unknown, even though it's full of God's promise." Hey, God has a promise for you. God has a plan for your life. And I know right now he hasn't handed you an itinerary to explain what he is doing. He's not really offered you any explanation for his plan other than to trust him and know that he loves you. And that this plan that he has for you is to prosper you, not to harm you. I know the unknown's scary. I know that the challenges that you're going to face in that unknown are what's driving your anxiety. It's making you fearful. But know this, the God that has brought you to the doorstep of his promise isn't going to abandon you on the other side. Trust him and continue to believe in him. Continue to walk with him because he's brought you this far. And he's not going to let you fail on the other side.